Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have an absolutely ridiculous show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want today's full show before it comes out on YouTube, it is streaming for free on Apple Podcasts, and we also have it on on Spotify as well. We have that pinned in the comment section below. Let me get into this topic here. So I woke up this morning, right, because I watched an NBA game last night, and it was between the Clippers and the Indiana Pacers, the same Indiana Pacers that went to the play-in tournament championship, right? So I was watching that game. The Indiana Pacers were trying to keep it competitive, but then it got to a point where the Clippers started blowing them out, and they were playing so good, I couldn't even believe what my eyes were seeing. I could not believe it was James Harden. Then it was Kawhi Leonard. Then it was Paul George. And it was Paul George. And it was James Harden. And it was Kawhi. I mean, it was really, really scary how good of a team, they were. And at the end of that game, I was saying to myself, like, what am I even seeing right now? Like, if this team starts to click, what are they becoming, right? And they ended up winning their 8th consecutive victory. So I woke up in the morning because I knew the Lakers were playing, but I didn't watch the game because it was a later game. However, what I was unaware of was the fact that the Lakers were supposed to be doing their ceremony night. Some of you may be asking, what's the ceremony for? What did they win? Well, it turns out that the Lakers were in fact serious about actually hanging up the in-season tournament banner in the rafters, get this, next to their actual NBA championships. So I woke up this morning, and I'm going to share some of the images that I shared on my Instagram. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, my handle is CTABANZ. And I started sharing some of these images, and I was watching it. You can look at it right now. I couldn't believe that the Lakers fell to this. Like, I couldn't believe what my eyes were showing me. It was so embarrassing. I couldn't make sense out of it. I was like, the Lakers did not really do this. And I was going through the comments. You had people that were laughing at it, and then you had people that were actually embarrassed by it, and they knew that it was cringy, but they had to cover up. And they're like, well, what do you expect them to do? I mean, well, they won it. What do you expect them not to win? Everyone that was watching knew that, number one, that was cringy, and number two, it was an absolute embarrassment of a job that the Lakers did. And you see LeBron and these guys looking at it. And the funny thing was, we actually saw one of the audios, listened to the audience. Do you know that the people in the arena didn't even care? Do you know that the vast majority of Laker fans, when they were announcing that banner, did not even care? And why should they? Why should they? The Lakers are supposed to be the golden standard of the NBA. They have 17 championships. They have had players, some of the names of the players that play for the organization. You're talking about Jerry West. You're talking about Wilt Chamberlain. You're talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You're talking about James Worthy. You're talking about Magic Johnson. You're talking about Shaquille O'Neal. You're talking about Pau Gasol. You're talking about Kobe Bryant. As of recent, you have LeBron James. You're talking about these caliber players and the rich history that is surrounded that organization, to now getting to the point where the Lakers are now actually putting up a banner of an in-season tournament that half of the fans that were watching did not even understand. And to give you guys some more context, the two teams that made it to the in-season tournament championship, that made it to the championship round, both of those teams, I believe, have been 1-4 since the in-season tournament. That is what they've been. No one has looked at the Lakers nor the Indiana Pacers and accuse either of those teams of being the best teams of their conference. No one actually seriously believes that either of those teams are going to come out of their conference to represent their conferences. Right now, to me, I think the golden standard in the Western Conference still is the Denver Nuggets. Those are what serious people are going to be betting on. And then, of course, you have other teams like the Dallas Mavericks, the Clippers, and other teams you may throw in the Lakers, et cetera, et cetera. In the Eastern Conference, of course, you're going to have the Boston Celtics. Of course, you're going to have the Milwaukee Bucks. You may throw in Miami. I haven't looked at their standings as of recent. But those are the serious teams. Nobody's looking at the Indiana Pacers. But nevertheless, these are the two teams that go in there. And to me, I got to ask the question, when did the Lakers standards drop so low? When did it become so low? We actually put up a poll before producing this show, and I polled the audience, and it was targeted specifically at Laker fans. And I said, and Laker fans, if you guys haven't voted on this poll, please make sure you go ahead and vote. We only published it about an hour or so ago, and I asked the following question: Laker fans, are you seriously proud of the Lakers raising that banner? For Laker fans only. Of the 1,200 people that have voted, 80% of them say no. 80%. 20% say yes. One fan says, as a Laker fan, it's truly embarrassing. Another person said, 10 years from now, Charles will be driven by the focus fans have on that tournament, whatever. Other people says, wow, won the in-season tournament, currently 8th in the Western Conference. Sure, they should be proud. And then some other people, basically the general sentiment, and this is from some Laker fans, was they were embarrassed. They were embarrassed. It was cringeworthy. And they placed so much of an emphasis on it, and I don't understand why. Now, some people say, no, it's not the Lakers, it's the NBA that's forcing. So the NBA forced the Lakers to hang that banner to make it something. I don't believe that. Because the NBA didn't force LeBron and these guys to be popping champagne and wearing goggles. The NBA did not force LeBron to go out there on his Twitter, on his Instagram, and put an image of Drake, not an image, a quote of Drake, talking about I'm only one ring away from Mike, and then 37 seconds later deleting it. No one forced LeBron to. He did that all on his own. The NBA didn't tell him to go, hey, here's a Drake lyric, go post this, and then delete it. They thought they actually won something of significance that nobody cares about. This is the fact that no one takes this championship serious. To me, what I think it is just another way to create second place prize trophies and participation trophies. That's all it is. That is all it is. No one really cares about it. At the end of this year, no one is going to say, oh man, the team that won the NBA championship and the team that won the play-in tournament, those are really two of the best. No one is going to say that. Because the playoffs is designed in a way for you to truly understand who the best team is, given the volume of games you're going to play in order to get to the championship round. That's what's going to determine who the great teams really are. And to me, man, I don't understand what the Lakers standard is anymore. I really don't understand it. And I also put up the other post about an hour or so ago, and I said this, and I'm not taking it back, and this is exactly how I feel. I said, as a lifelong Kobe Bryant fan who made me root for the Lakers, I refuse to support the team for as long as LeBron James is there. They went from the Kobe Bryant standard and the Lakers standard to this nonsense. I cannot get with this madness. What happened to the standard Kobe set? Kobe would have been embarrassed for the Lakers if they hung that banner last night. To me, it was an embarrassment. Because now is devaluing what an actual NBA championship is. That's what it is. And to put it right next to a real championship, it's embarrassing. It's cringy. And it looks desperate. That's what it comes off as desperate. Nobody cared, including the vast majority of the Laker fans that were in attendance. They don't care. But to go hang that banner and you're the Lakers? I can understand somebody said, well, it's the Clippers. Clippers didn't want anything. Okay, I can kind of picture that. But the Lakers? Whatever. These are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.